ગુડ મોર્નિંગ વિદ્યાર્થી મિત્રો. તો આજે આપણે 904 સબ્જેક્ટની અંદર જે ટોપિક ગયા લેક્ચરની અંદર કીવર્ડ્સને બધા ચાલુ હતા એ બી આપણે ચર્ચા કરીશું, પરંતુ એની આગળ જે ડાટા ટાઈપ્સ એન્ડ વેરિયેબલ્સ કઈ રીતે જે છે એ પોઈન્ટ્સ જે છે, પહેલાં તો વેરિયેબલ કઈ રીતે યુઝ થાય છે એન્ડ યુટિલાઇઝ થાય છે એની આપણે આજે ચર્ચા કરીશું. બરાબર. સો જે આર્ટિફિશિયલ ઇન્ટેલિજન્સ સબ્જેક્ટ જે છે વિદ્યાર્થી મિત્રો, તો તમે સમજી શકો છો એ પ્રમાણે કે જે આપણે પ્રોગ્રામિંગની વાત કરીએ છીએ, ઓકે, કે જે પ્રોગ્રામ્સ અને સ્ટ્રક્ચર જે છે ફોલો કરે છે, તો એની અંદર તમે સમજી શકો છો એ પ્રમાણે કે સ્ટ્રક્ચર ફિક્સ નથી હતું એન્ડ જે એની સિનારીઓ જે છે, મીન્સ કે જે પ્રોગ્રામિંગ મેથડ, એ પ્રોગ્રામિંગ મેથડ એની અંદર જે કન્સર્ન છે, એ કન્સર્ન અકોર્ડિંગ પ્રમાણે કે જે વેલ્યુઝને કન્સિડર કરે છે. સો એઝ પર ધ રિક્વાયરમેન્ટ, કે જે ડેટા આપણે શેર કરીએ છીએ, કે જે ડેટા આપણે યુટિલાઇઝ કરીએ છીએ. નાઉ લેટ્સ looking the Python variables. કઈ રીતે પાયથન વેરિયેબલ યુઝ થાય છે. સો પાયથન વેરિયેબલ જે છે એ લોકેશન જે છે યુઝ કરે છે, મેમરી લોકેશન કહી શકાય. મતલબ કે જે આપણે વેરિયેબલ પ્રોગ્રામિંગની અંદર યુઝ કરતા હોઈએ છીએ, મેં તમને એક પ્રોગ્રામ બતાવ્યો હતો સિમ્પલ પ્રિન્ટ હેલ્લોનો, એના સિવાયના બી પ્રોગ્રામ આપણે કરીશું સેલની અંદર, પાયથન સેલની અંદર. બરાબર. તો અકોર્ડિંગ ટુ માય કન્સર્ન, જે પાયથન વેરિયેબલ ઓલ્સો નોન એઝ ધ એન આઈડેન્ટિફાયર and used to hold value, એટલે વેલ્યુ કન્સર્ન કરે છે, વેલ્યુ હોલ્ડ કરે છે, ગેટ કરે છે. In Python we don't need to specify the type of variable because Python is an infer language and smart enough to get variable type. એટલે જે વેરિયેબલને યુઝ કરવા માટે પાયથન જે છે આપણે વેરિયેબલને સ્પેસિફાઈ કરવાની જરૂર નથી. સમજ પડી? મીન્સ કે વી ડોન્ટ નીડ ટુ સ્પેસિફાય ધ ટાઈપ ઓફ વેરિયેબલ. So variable names can be a group of both the letters and digits, but they have begin with a letter or underscore. मतलब के as per the C programming language rules, as per the જે C concept જે છે એના એકોર્ડિંગ પ્રમાણે જો આપણે વાત કરીએ વિદ્યાર્થી મિત્રો કે જે પ્રોગ્રામિંગની આપણે વાત કરીએ છીએ ચર્ચા કરીએ છીએ વિદ્યાર્થી મિત્રો કે કોઈ પણ પ્રોગ્રામિંગ લેંગ્વેજ હોય તો તમે જાણો છો એ પ્રમાણે કે એની અંદર આપણે હેલો વર્લ્ડ એવો પ્રોગ્રામ કરતા હોઈએ છીએ જનરલી તો અહીંયા કીધું છે એ પ્રમાણે પાયથનની જગ્યાએ આપણે ઈટ બોલીશું વારે ઘડી રિપીટ નહીં કરીએ પાયથન તો it provides as a two ways to run a program બે રીતે આપણને પ્રોગ્રામ રન કરવાની ફેસિલિટી આપે છે નંબર 1 using interactive interpreter prompt. Number 2 using a script file. See, interactive interpreter prompt. Python provides us the feature to execute the Python statement one by one at the interactive prompt. Python statement one by one. તમે જે લાઈક લખશો print hello world નીચે આપ્યું છે એક્ઝામ્પલ it will print hello world જે ડબલ કોટેશન ની અંદર છે print એ કમાન્ડ છે It is preferable in the case where we are concerned about the output of each line of our Python program. To open the interactive mode, open the terminal or command prompt and type Python 3 in case if you have Python 2 and Python 3 both installed on a system. It will open the following prompt where we can execute Python statement and check their impact on the console. તમે જોઈ રહ્યા છો કે લખ્યું છે Python 3 તો Python 3.4.9 like that simple printf command using a script file. Script file means interpreter prompt is good to run individual statements of the code. However, we cannot write the code every time on terminal. Means के एक line हो दो line हो that is okay. But more than one lines, more than like 20 or 30 lines, then what? So we need to write a code into a file which can be executed later. For this purpose, open an editor like Notepad, whatever the editor you are using, doesn't matter. Create a file named first.py. Which is the py. This is the extension of the Python language. Means whatever the coding you are doing in a Notepad file, later on you have to save that particular file with the extension py. In that, whatever lines of the code you have, whatever the lines code of you have, you can write in that file. Like print hello world, it's fine. To run this file, we need to run the following command on the terminal. Means the Python 3, then your program name. So तुमने आइडिया क्लियर कर लो विद्यार्थी मित्रों कि पाइथन જે છે એક ઓપન સોર્સ લેંગ્વેજ છે કે જેની અંદર you can write your own code with your own logic, own content, all the procedural જે perform કરો છો તમે, that you can easily work on that. Now PyCharm. In our first program, we have used gedit on our CentOS as an editor. Gedit is one kind of editor. On Windows, we have an alternative like Notepad or Notepad++ to edit the code. However, these editors are not used as IDE for Python since they are unable to show the syntax related suggestions. कोई पण लैंग्वेज यूज करो तो use the particular editors for editing. Why? Because it provides the suggestions regarding your syntax. Without the suggestions, even you can write a program, but if the suggestions are provided by that particular editor, it is easier task for programmer to do a program in a sufficient manner. So always prefer the IDE for Python which is applicable. Okay? So it's a basic concept that provided by the structure of your program. Now let's see the PyCharm installation. How to install PyCharm? Yes, yes. In that particular members, as we have stated, PyCharm is a cross-platform IDE. And hence it can be installed on a variety of the operating systems. Variety of the operating system means it's an open source. So it can be accessible on Windows, macOS, CentOS and Ubuntu. You can access it easily. Installing PyCharm on Windows is very simple. To install PyCharm on Windows operating system, visit the link that we are highlighting over here. You can see the link that brings PyCharm download things that seem like whatever. You will get the installer file. To create a first program to PyCharm, follow the following step. Open PyCharm editor, click on create new project options to create new project. Select a location to save the project. In each and every programming editor, the location that we have to select. We can save the newly created project at desired memory location or can keep file location as it is, but at least change the project default name untitled to like first project or something meaningful. PyCharm automatically found the installed Python interpreter. After change the name, click on the create button. This kind of picture is, you can see. The given image is about interesting topics based on many different categories. Firstly, we can see that the image can show a major point which is connected to our programs. So it is fair to say that this is important. Yes, of course, this is important. Finally, location, path, project interpreter, Python 3.7, new environment using existing interpreter, and the create button. Then the step number 3, click on file menu and select new by clicking new option.
it will show various file formats. Select the Python file. The given image is about interesting topic based on many different categories. Talking about this image. Firstly, we can see that the image can show a major point which is connected to our program. So it is fair to say that it is important one. This is the important step. Finally, we can say that file, edit, view, navigate, code, refactor, run tools, VCRs, Windows, helps, etc. etc. And the new then Python file, HTML file, which kind of file that you want to load. And the last, now type the name of the Python file and click on OK. We have written the first program. Now type the first program. The output looks like something like that. So it is very useful concept how we are going to see the PyCharm accessing in PyCharm step. What the point? It is a very useful editor. Okay, so let's talk about the different scenario. That is the keywords used in the Python language. This is also important because in the programming language that we are using, so Python keywords are special reserved words. What? Python keywords, special reserved words that convey a special meaning to the compiler interpreter. Each keyword has a special meaning and a specific operation. These keywords can't be used as a variable. For example, this is a list of Python keywords like true, false, none, and, as, a set, def, class, continue, break, else, finally, elif, del, except, global, for, if, from, import, raise, try, or return, pass, non-local, in, not, is, lambda. So 30 keywords that we can say that usually not going to be used as a variable. Yep. Here we have given the each and every keyword description. Means true, it represents the boolean true. False, it represents the boolean false. None, it denotes the null value or void. And it is a logical operator, and means we have to concat to string or something like that. Then we are using this variable, these keywords. Yes. So very aware of that particular things, and or it is a logical or operator in Python. Sorry, this is and or it's using the looping and statement not. So assert, not assets, it's assert. This keyword is used as a debugging tool. Means if you want to find out, check out the errors that in your program have, then assert is a keyword that debugging your program. It checks the correctness of the code. It raises an assertion error if found any error in the code, and also prints the message with an error. So if you want to debug, then it is also be helpful. So according to Python language, assertion error with the use of assert keyword. Def, this keyword is used to declare the function. This def if you want to use any function that will calculate something, calculate your logic, then you can use a def keyword. This keyword is used to declare the function in Python, and it is followed by the function name. Means def, then my function, whatever the name of the function, then the value of that you are passing to particular variables. Means your function. Class, it is used to represent the class in Python. The class is a blueprint of the objects. It is the collection of variables and methods. Continue, it is used to stop the execution of the current iteration. मीन्स के तमारे इटरेशन माथी एक्सिक्यूट थाउ होय का तो आउट थाउ होय, then you can using this execution. Break, if, else, elif. The keyword is used to check the multiple conditions. If you have like multiple conditions check, then you can use the else. If not, it is or else. Means instead of using else if, just use elif. That's it. Del, it's a delete the reference of the object. Consider the following example. Try except means try except is used to handle the exceptions. The exceptions are one-time errors. They are the try catch block की बात करिए यानी the try and except is the keyword that is handling the errors if a runtime code does not handle it. Then raise is the keyword is used to throw the exception forcefully. If you have an error that you program, then if you want to throw that particular error, you can use the raise keyword. So, according to my point of view, Python is a very clear language that you can use and utilize the concept. And for while it's a looping statement, or you want to print your logic in such a manner that your logic is going to be execute something else, so that you can distribute. Then from this keyword is used to import the specific function or attributes in the current Python script. If you want a function or if you have a specific package, then you can use this, the from keyword. As that means it is used to create a name of alias. In the DBMS we are using the alias like a dot something like that. Import calendar as cal or cal. So you can use the calendar package as a cal keyword or a function value. The pass is a keyword is used to execute nothing or create a placeholder for future code. If we declare an empty class or function, it will throw an error. So we use the pass keyword to declare an empty class or function. Return keyword is always in C language, it will return a value, or none to call a function means it will return a value or something whatever you have to do with the program. Is keyword is used to check if the variable to refers to the same object. It returns true if they refer to the same object, otherwise false. Then after global. So global keyword is used to create a global variable inside a function. Any function can access the global. Globally access throughout the whole page, throughout the whole program. If you want to use some function or some like your variable that you can use as a global variable. Non-local is similar to the global and used to work with a variable inside the nested function. Function inside a function, it's called a nested of a function. Lambda, the keyword is used to create the anonymous function in Python. It is an inline function without name. Means if you want to use like something pattern is like a is equals to lambda x colon x into 2 means what? Range is 1 to 6. Then For I in range 1 to 6, print A of I. Initially it will print 1, then it will, according to logic, we print the output, and the yield is the keyword with the Python generator. It stores the function execution and returns value to the caller. With keyword is used in the exception handling. It makes code cleaner and more readable. The advantages of with.
ઓકે, તો આપણે વેરિયેબલના રિગાર્ડિંગ એક પ્રોગ્રામ પણ ચર્ચા કરી. તો it is recommended to use lower cases, letter cases for a variable name. मतलब कि અહીંયા શું કહે છે કે લોઅર કેસ લેટર યુઝ કરો, that is recommended. ये एग्जांपल तरीके आप कि R capital Rahul and Rahul small, both are two different variables. બંને વેરિયેબલ કેવા છે વિદ્યાર્થી મિત્રો? અલગ છે, બરાબર? So according to my point of view, identifier naming, variables are the example of identifier. An identifier used to identify the literals used in program. In a rules dictionary, first character of the variable must be an alphabet or underscore. ये पहलो लेटर જે છે વિદ્યાર્થી મિત્રો કેવો હોવો જોઈએ? આલ્ફાબેટ કે અંડરસ્કોર જ હોવો જોઈએ. સમજ પડી વિદ્યાર્થી મિત્રો? તો તમે સમજી શકો છો કે વેરિયેબલ જે છે એની અંદર કોઈ પોસિબિલિટી, all the characters except the first character may be an alphabet of lowercase like A to Z, uppercase, capital A to Z, underscore or 0. बराबर. Identifier name must not contain any white space or special character like asterisk, @, hashtag, module sign, ampersand sign, star sign, like that. Must not be similar to any keyword defined in a language. જે keyword ની આપણે ચર્ચા કરી હતી previous lecture ની અંદર, તો સિમિલર ના હોવું જોઈએ. બરાબર ને? સો જે names are case sensitive. For example, my name and my name is not the same. Examples of valid identifiers like A123 underscore M, N underscore 9, etc. Examples of invalid identifiers is variable 1A, that is not variable, and module A, that is not applicable. So it is a very clear cut that in programming language C, whatever the value you are using, that particular value is going to be utilized. Yes or no? So according to my point of view, how to declare variable and assigning a values. So in that, Python does not bind us to declare a variable before using it in the application. Python language provides a good facility, like before using a variable we are not required to declare. मीन्स के जे આપણે यूज કરીએ છીએ variable declaring, variable assigning, it allows us to create a variable at the required time. We don't need to declare explicitly variable in Python. खास आ याद रखो, when we assign any value to the variable, that variable is declared automatically. તમે વેલ્યુ કોઈ અસાઇન કરો છો વેરિયેબલ ને, that variable is declared automatically. The equal operator is used to assign value to a variable. So simple equals operator જે છે એ યુઝ થાય છે to assign a variable value. In that object reference means how to, it is necessary to understand how the Python interpreter જે છે કે ડેટા ના યુઝ પ્રમાણે process of treating variables is somewhat different from many other programming languages. મેં વાત કરી પ્રમાણે કે જે પ્રોસેસ છે વેરિયેબલ યુઝ કરવાની કે અકોર્ડિયન્સ પ્રમાણે મેં તમને વાત કરી હતી એ જ, it is a very different procedure than other languages. Yes, so you can understand what I mean to say is Python is a highly object oriented programming language. That's why every data item belongs to a specific type of class. Consider like print John means output જે નું આવશે તો એ like John. Python object creates an integer object and displays it to the console. In the above print statement we have created a string object. Let's check the type of using Python built-in type function. Output, it's look like class str. In Python, variables are a symbolic name that is refer or pointer to an object. The variables are used to denote objects by that name. Let's understand the following example. A equals to 50 means in the above image the variable a refers to an integer object. Okay, so you can understand that above image, suppose we assign the integer value 50 to a new variable b. So what will be structure? A is equal to 50 and b is equals to a. So we can use like this. પહેલા એને આપણે 50 વેલ્યુ આપીએ છીએ and then that a વેરિયેબલ ની વેલ્યુ જે છે અસાઇન કરીએ છીએ b વેરિયેબલ ને. The variable b refers to the same object at a point because Python does not create another object. This is the main advantage. Let's assign the new value to b. Now both variables will be referred different object. Means b ने तो जो very value आपको जो that means it will be look like this. Got the point? So according to Python, if you are assigning a value to a different variable, then it is going to be a tough call. Okay. So according to the conditions and according to the requirements of the particular program that is going to be used in Python, Python manages memory efficiently if we assign the same variable to different value. So object identity means what? Vidyarthi મિત્રો, in Python every created object identifies uniquely. Python provides the guarantee that no two objects will have the same identifier. The built-in ID function is used to identify the object identified. A equals to 50, b equals to a means print id a, print id b. So reassign a variable a is equals to 50. So what is the output that you see? कि जे આપણે આ પ્રોસિજર કરીએ છીએ એના અકોર્ડિંગ we assign the b equals to a and b both point to the same object. When we check them by the id function, it returns the same number that you can see. We reassign a to a to 500, then it refers to the new object because the value of a firstly 50 adi, secondly 500, so it will give the third value as different. Got the point? Now variable names, we have already discussed how to declare the valid variable. Variable names can be any length, can have uppercase, lowercase, a digit, underscore character like that. You can use that particular variable in particular manner, like name is equals to Devas is equals to 20, marks is equals to 80/50. The three are different variables that we can see how. So it is, this one is string type variable, this one is integer type variable, this one is real or float type variable. Then looking this, you can say that valid variable names is equals to a, b, c like that, d. So you can easily like print name like that. Whatever the output you have, like is between the pattern of this. So I want to say that this procedure is going to be occurrence at different levels in your program. So as per my requirement, as per the conditional requirement, the data જે સ્ટોર થાય છે, like the multi-word keyword can be created by the following method: camel case. In the camel case, each word or abbreviation in the middle of begins with a capital letter. There is no intervention of white space. For example, name of student, value of variable, etc. Pascal case, it is the same as the camel case, but here the first word is also capital. Snack case, so multi-word keywords. So I can give you an assignment like that. Explain multi-word keywords. And second one is explain variable in detail. So this is the two assignment questions for you. explain multi-word keywords, and explain variable in detail. Okay. Multiple assignment. Now Python allows us to assign a value to multiple variables in a single statement, which is also known as multiple assignment. આ એક પાયથોન પ્રોગ્રામિંગ લેંગ્વેજ પ્રોવાઈડ જે કરે છે આપણને વિદ્યાર્થી મિત્રો, that is a very easier way, because if you want to assign the same value to the different variables like x equals to 50, y is equals to 50, z is equals to 50, and in one sentence you can like write this: x equals to y equals to z equals to 50. We can apply multiple assignment in two ways, either by assigning a single value to multiple variables or assigning multiple values to multiple variables. Consider the following. For example, you can see x like this. We can also use assign multiple values to multiple variables, the a, b, c, 5, 10, 15. So print a, print b, print c. So it will take the respective values according to the sequence. So you can easily understand what I want to say and what I mean to say is assigning different values to different variables, assigning same values to different variables. Okay, so clear થઈ જશે તમને આઈડિયા.